I'm so sorry, I've chosen my favourite to start with. I think that's really, really cool. The Mad Hatter. Just talk us through then what we can expect on today's show. Then I've got all the artwork to show here.
So to create the portrait, I've designed templates that you would draw around in steps so that you can get a complete look or complete character. So from his head and torso, even his lapel to create the jacket, his hair. We have two hairstyles in this.
I love the really, really mad hair.
Yeah, so you can see, you know, it would be that sort of, and it's in layers, and the hat as well. And yeah, you can be creative, you can paint it, paper piece it.
Absolutely brilliant. And then look at this as well. Talk us through the Queen of Hearts.
The Queen of Hearts, so she has quite, you know, what's it
Bouffant
called?
hairstyle, or
it's
I don't know.
victory roll in a heart shape and very wavy hair. I included the basque top. So there's more clothing in this template range than I have done before.
Wonderful.
And,
okay. So
it includes a hat stamp as well.
Fans will know that. Fans will see that and see the differences as you're going. And there's Alice as well. Now we'll get to all these, by the way. These are all in the main bundle.
Yes.
But Alice, I mean, look at that go. The hair detail on that. Once you can get in there with your pencils and your icons. So you've got your basic outline.
With Copic, so.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
yeah. Okay. And then I love the Cheshire Cat as well. That's from a different bundle, just to give you a little bit of a vibe for the artwork that you can get promised with Paper Babe this morning with Kim. Kim, in the big bundle, it's made up of all of the elements. You're getting a lot here, actually.
Yes.
In fact, my arms are not long enough to get down there, so we'll walk on the way. But they are all available individually as well. Take us through what we've got. You've mentioned the stamps already, haven't you?
Yes, you get the male and female face stamps.
Yeah.
And you also get a set of ears stamps.
Right.
Because I felt that the ladies' faces were missing the ears.
Yeah.
So they all, you know, are in proportion and they all fit any of the characters that you make.
Right, we'll see those.
And then we have the hat pins. You build a hat pins for the hats with the little style.
The price ticket as well there.
Tickets.
Lovely stuff. Okay, and there's a freedom price on these as well, on this big bundle of $56.97, including delivery. You get so much. Now, the first character we've got here is the Hatter.
Yes. You get two hairstyles. You have this one and this one, yes. And you also have a top hat. Now, I've designed the template that you can have a thinner hat, or a taller hat, or a shorter hat. Okay. And I can show you, there's a few instructions on there on how you can, you know, make it, customise it a bit more. Yeah,
Kim, I love the fact that you have got included the instructions on your stencils and your masks as well. So you've got the innies and the outies, of course, that's the stencil.
Oh, the negatives are also very useful, yes.
Yeah, you've got all of those there as well, all cut for you. So that's the Hatter, first of all, available singly. Details are at the bottom of the screen there for your hang on a minute, the Paper Babe stamp. Yeah, you get the stamps as well as the mixed media Woodland character, Wonderland, sorry, character kit. Woodland, what am I saying? Woodland. Wonderland, Wonderland. I'm just trying to... It is early, I'm trying to stay legal as well. You've got your lovely Wonderland kit there, so you get the stamps and you get the Hatter
well, all artwork was based from the original works of Lewis Carroll, so it's from the story. So
of course. And then you've got the torso that you will get to as well. We'll go through that in a minute, but yeah, that's brilliant. So then you've got Alice as well over here.
So it's the hairstyle, the Alice hairstyle, and we also have this accessory sheet that has two styles of bow, if you want a more full bow or a floppy bow, depending on the fabric style you're going for. And I've also included her little apron top, or pinafore, I guess, with puffy sleeves and
so just you instantly recognisable. There's one with puffy sleeves, for example.
So if you hold it up against the image, you can really see how that fits. Do you see that? That's her sleeve.
Yeah. So you can see that. So there's the puffy sleeve there, just over the top, and then you've got the sort of the lace edge
lovely lace
as well.
Edge. So that was number 6 I drew, and then that's 6A. So when I've done that, I know to just draw around
and pieces in,
and it all fits.
And then the bow, for example, just up here on the top of her hair.
Yes.
And then once you've got that basic line art, then it's really easy to
just colouring it in. It's like a really large stamp that you get to colour in, but you have so much more scope with it. You can, you know,
Yeah.
put it on anything really, because you're being the artist as well as the stamping the...
So rather than
face.
just stamping onto watercolour card or stamping card particularly, you've got that freedom and also size as well. If this was to be a stamp set, this would be huge and it'd be really expensive.
It would be a whole A4 stamp, that would be.
Yeah.
And it would be just one image.
Yes, of course,
So with a female face, you have 2 eyes, so you can really, you know, mix it up and make it much more personal. Than,
okay, so we've got Alice there, and you also get the torso set with Alice if you're going for the individual, but it's also in the big bundle, so you get this torso set with any of the singles that you're buying and the main bundle, and on there you've got your torsos but also a male and female head on there, don't you? Okay, so that's included, just so if in case you missed it, because it is early, that's included in the main bundle, so you get the torso set with everything from here up to there. But if you're going for an individual, if you're going for the Hatter, you'll get the torso set. Or if you're going for Alice, you'll get the torso set. And likewise, if you're going for the Queen of Hearts singly, you'll also get the torso set.
You will, yes,
Okay,
yes.
and this is the Queen of Hearts now.
Queen of Hearts.
She needs no reintroduction after seeing her at the start of the show. Tell us how you designed this.
So it's the same process as all the other templates. It all starts in steps. You know, one being the front fringe. So I always start with the first thing you see is probably number 1. And you just go through the numbers and draw each piece.
Lovely stuff.
And stamp her face.
Okay, so details at the bottom of the screen to get her on her own, but also in the main bundle here today. She's also there for $59.97 plus delivery, but there's a freedom price on that, and you can spread the cost if you want. Even without freedom, it's only $29.99 today plus delivery, and then $29.99 next month. It's a big bundle, that, to get everything that we've just seen so far. But don't forget your freedom price, and if it's on Flexi Freedom, you'll be saving even more or in the short term, but it's split up into two payments there of $28.49 spread across January. Sorry, it's February now, isn't it? February and March. Where's the year going? Have a look at the website. It's hochanda.com. You'll see all of our main bundle and the options on there as well. There's also an animal bundle. There's the possibility of going through that a little bit later on, where you've got the cat and the rabbit on there, and you'll be able to build up different looks. And also on the website you'll see the different configurations. So we've gone through the idea that you can get these singly, and you can also get them as the main bundle as well. So yeah, Kim, we've been looking forward to this. Let's have a little look at what you've got planned for us then.
Okay, I'm going to start to recreate the Queen of Hearts. So if you bring it down.
Yeah, I'll go and grab that.
Cheeky.
So we can see her. Yeah, should have brought her with you. Really.
That's okay. So I'm going to show you how I created this.
Yeah.
Which ta-da.
Well, once you've got the right tools in your hands, away you go.
There's quite a few individual elements to the character.
Yeah.
So my best advice is to actually lay them out in number coming up.
Yeah.
So that's number 6 and number 5 and 4, 3B, 3A. Okay? And that, then I know I can just go through each number and I'll be able to create my portrait.
Okay. In order, so yeah, we're doing it that way.
So I'm starting off with some watercolour paper, because I'm using watercolour as my piece. And I'm just going to, because, you know, I'm an artist without a ruler, I'm just going to do a very gentle central line. And that's just a guide that all the templates will follow. Like most artists would do, they'd start with a central line on most things. And then this is number 1. And on there it says the top of the head. And I have a little hole, and that's your reference mark. So that's important through the whole process, that everything lines up, in essence. And I'm just going to borrow this one, so I know that I'm not going off the page too much.
When it comes to putting that one on, you want to place it now.
So I know that the top of her hair, I want a bit lower than. So I'm actually going to put the top of head mark there.
Okay.
So I'll just slot that back in place.
The victory roll.
Yes. And now I've got my dots.
There it is.
And I literally draw around the shape for number 1.
I love the simplicity of it. Once we've got the line art from you, then, from the templates.
So that's our first step. I'm moving that over there. And then number 2, so that's the top of the head, quite simply. we're just going to line it up to the dot, use the central line as before, and then we just draw from the mark we made in step 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
So easy, isn't it? So it makes such sense.
Yes.
It's a brilliant
And
system.
then we stop at the line so that
Yeah.
it's in, you know,
Yeah.
perspective. And the other thing on our face is we have the eye line, the nose line and the mouth line. So you can put little marks.
So you've literally done it for us. We've got it. Yeah.
Yes, it's all done.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to put a little mark here and here because I want to stamp her ears.
Okay.
And that's actually the ear position on our faces. So that's number 2. And then move to number 3. We have the top of the head again. It looks very like number 1, but we have a few extra lines. So you just go around and that will finish off her fringe. So it's swooping, it goes behind her head.
Yeah.
And then 3A, this is the victory roll part. So we line up the central line and the top of the head
dot,
again. And then we draw around and stop to our previous line. And then we do the same on the other side. Missed a bit, I can go back again.
No problem.
It's that easy. And then we're on 3B. So we have top of the head mark again.
So we're lining it up with our
Lining
initial dot
up,
that we
and
made.
we have the central line. And we just keep going through. And this is a bit more intricate with curls.
Yeah.
So I'd suggest starting in the
Just in that
crevice
groove there.
and
yeah.
then going round to the point, then the point round, because then much more chance of wobbling.
There's no need to hold it
But
down.
wobbling is okay.
Yeah, it's all right. There's no need to
Part
hold
of
it
it.
down, is there? I mean, like if you wanted to temporarily stick it down, but
You could, yes.
but you're doing it fine without. I
It's
guess.
very simple.
Yeah.
You can have a go if you'd like. You can do this half or
okay.
go on,
Okay.
and then
Go on then, Kim.
yes,
You sold it to me.
it's that simple though. So, and if you know,
Right, let's keep it
okay.
around about there.
Oh, am I
Don't
moved
worry.
it all
I
over
don't
the
know. I
place?
don't know. I'm not going to look. But,
So we have that in the centre
there we
point.
go. Okay, so let's
So what
line
you
it up
can
there.
do if you're feeling it's too wobbly, you can put a bit of tape on
Go on
there.
then. Let's show it that method as well. So low
Oh.
tack, or a very pretty washi tape that you've got.
So we can just stick it there because we
Okay.
know that you're not going to draw
Right.
past there.
I hope not. Anyway, so down this way.
Yes, you just draw around and stop at the lines from. I mean, this is the most intricate shape I've given you to draw. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this.
You're very
Kate.
welcome.
Yeah, thanks for trusting me.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just going to do that bit as well. I'm just doing it where rather than moving around unnecessarily, I'm just going to
Yeah.
do it around my fingers the way they are. And if you're delicate at going around the wobbly bits there, and don't press too hard, you're actually okay. You don't need to stick it down. There we are.
That's lovely.
Thank you very much. I've got the tools, Kim. You've given me the tools to be able to do it. And it doesn't need to be a precise line either, does it? I mean, we're working with it now.
No, this is a guideline. You're going to colour it
Yeah.
in. You're going to paint on it. It's
There you go. I hope I haven't gone too
no,
far.
perfect. Look,
Thank you very much.
there you go.
Lovely stuff.
Yes.
Best demonstration of the year so far, that.
And then we're on step 4 now. It's the torso. I've done a long neck because you can change this. You
Yes,
have a very
yeah.
long, elegant neck
So you've got the
or
choice.
short. So, you know, you really have the option of creating the character you want.
And if we're going for the Queen of Hearts singly, you will get the torso set with it. And if
will.
you're going for the big bundle, of course, you get the torso. So either way, you get this torso template.
You will. And you get the crown stamp and the face and the
Of
ears
course you do, yeah. of
in the
course.
single. So, actually, you don't see there's much torso there because of all her hair.
Yeah. it's all right.
But, okay, so
Basis there.
this is the new part of my template. So I decided to introduce more clothing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use this guide because I just want a little mark here. because this is going to be the mark for my reference for her her top basque. And this is a 2-step top, so you can choose to have the lace or just have it as a plain shape.
Okay.
But I've put it as a 2, otherwise you'd have so many templates to create one image.
So you've gone either or on one template,
yes,
which makes it easier. Yeah.
And then that's one bit, and then using the central line as reference, we're going to flip it over, and then that draws the
straight edge on that
the
side.
Straight edge and the lace again on the other
side. Oh, that's really clever.
As well as the ribbing that you find in this style of clothing.
Yeah.
So, oh, I forgot a bit. But see, I can just go back in. Just add that little bit. Not that makes much difference.
It's made a difference here because it's given us that little line. I mean, obviously, when it comes to painting it, you just do, you fill in the gaps.
Yes, of course. So this is just to emphasise the little Queen of Hearts victory roll in her hair. And I'm just using the central line as my reference. And this is just to add waves and curls in her hair.
Dimension to her hair.
It's just, if you're not confident in drawing a wavy line, so you can just use it. And
so
you can
freestyle
move it.
with it, yeah.
You freestyle and just add that bit of detail or curl. It's.
Oh, you've thought of everything, Kim. This is brilliant. Yeah.
I try. I want everyone to be able to draw. You see, that's it.
but like to bring it back to what we said about the fact that we've got the templates here, and if that was a stamp, we could have stamped the image, but with a massive A4 stamp that would therefore be really costly.
Lots to ink as well.
Yeah,
you know,
all
to
the
actually
ink,
press it and
you've got
a
the
clear impression
huge
every time.
acrylic block. So this is your own. You're building it up. So you've got a very good value way of getting large imagery down onto paper, down onto card. It's incredible. Kim, thank you so much. What's our next thing that you...
face next?
Yeah, go on, go for it.
Okay.
The stamps you get, don't worry, if you go for the Queen of Hearts single, you get the stamps and the torso template that we mentioned. If you go for any of the singles that we went through in the big bundle, you get the stamps that we're about to use and also the torso template. And if you go for the big bundle, no worries, you get it all as well.
Okay. I'm going to use the head template as my template to place my face stamps. So I've already done it on this block, but
oh, I see. You're
you
lining them up.
can line it up on here. The images are all individual on here.
Aliens of language there. I love it. We come in peace.
So you have a more open eye and a small, I don't know if you can see it on there.
Yes.
And the different eyelashes that go with it.
Yeah.
And then...
really big lashes, actually.
Yes. Well, it is meant to be a bit whimsical, so... right, I'm having trouble lining them up. So you can do it this way by putting your block on.
Ah, yeah.
See, I forgot that. Now I remembered.
So you could template underneath
you
for
could,
the lines,
yes, and then you can still
top.
line up. See, I think that's even easier, isn't it?
Because it's amazing how easy it is to get it wrong with facial features, noses and eyes.
Yes.
Just that slight difference.
And just,
can make all
you know,
effect.
a wonky eye will make the face quite different.
Yes.
But I have done the eyebrows so you can be more expressive. You know, you can curve them up a bit.
The raised eyebrow, the curved eyebrow. I don't believe it. 20% of that big bundle has already gone. It's only 20 past 7 this morning.
Goodness
me. We were braced for a busy show because I know you didn't want anyone to lose out this morning. There,
no,
but
of course
not. With 2 shows because you're back later on at 11 o'clock, aren't you?
Yeah.
But we didn't think we'd be saying 20% of the stock's already gone here by this time. So really good stuff and congratulations on your purchase.
So, a little trick, I've done the top half with a grey ink, so it's more sort of skin tone. But I've just sneakily put some black on her lips, and that's the opening of her lips.
Okay.
And I'm going to rub some ink off that bit of nose, so you can customise even your stamps. And we've got our reference marks from before, which the stamps line up to. So we just put them there.
That's
and then
brilliant,
what you
isn't it?
can do, while you've got some ink on the eyes, is to stamp it on the
Just one of
post-it
those,
notes,
yeah.
so that you've got little masks.
Yes.
So I keep the same masks for lots of
Yeah.
projects. And then we have to finish her lips. So we have the top part of her lip and the bottom part of her lip.
Is this all to do with the customising then? Like you then
Yes,
choose
because
rather than having them all
actually
as one piece?
you can do this different colours. You can stretch it so she has thinner lips.
Got it.
You can squeeze it so she has fuller lips. You can really, you know...
Brilliant. So if that was just one stamp, like her mouth is, here it is, that's one
standard,
stamp,
yes.
it's just, yeah, that's your chance gone. So you're giving us maximum functionality, maximum, yeah.
And then her top lip. So I've done that in a sort of lighter grey ink. So it's very easy to just line up the two ends to the central line. And then that's her face nearly coming together. We need some eyes, of course. Sorry, let me find my masks I've made earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And then we just want to place it here. If you didn't do a mask,
Yeah.
you could just use low-tack tape above and
and
below,
yeah.
so that we're just stamping the pupil.
Yes.
Okay. I like to start, because it's broken up. Gosh, my stamp set's mucky, sorry.
No, it's good.
Broken
They're
up
well used. This is
into-
how we want to see
In
them.
fact, I've made every sample from this one set.
Really?
If you think
Yeah.
of it that way, I've made many samples.
Yes, good,
for-
yeah. And you
So-
see the variety as well.
Yes. So I like to start with the outer ring and then work through. So, but for this one, I want the outer ring and that little starburst. Just stamp there.
So yeah, you
I've
stamped
done
it
this
there.
so that she can be looking in any direction too.
Yeah. So,
You know,
so
she could look up, down, left, right, obviously.
how you've done it, she's got that sort of look about her. That's, you know, that sultry sort of, you know, slightly closed eyelids.
So
Slightly,
I've used the smaller eyes, so you
Yeah.
have the bigger eyes option too, if
Yeah.
you wanted to. On this, it's probably a bit hard to see this on the screen.
no problem.
This is to give me a base. And then, oh, I forgot her pupils, but you'll just put it back in.
That's perfect because it just shows the ability to
Yes.
to cover over any.
When you're
any
crafting at
mistakes
this
on the
time
way.
of the morning,
Yeah. Tell me about it.
you can, you know.
I must
There's
say,
four pupils in
would have
this
been
set.
preferable to maybe, you know, get up slowly, work our way into the living room, maybe put a brew on.
Oh,
Probably
yes.
what most people are doing now. Which is
Oh,
that
yes.
would be preferable, wouldn't it? But instead, it's
Well, obviously, you know, they might be doing theirs in their pyjamas too. That's the
yeah,
other
true.
thing.
Um,
Pyjama day at Hochanda.
so one of our team members is already 3 coffees into the day.
Oh my gosh.
3.
Right, so here's, I'm going to stamp the
We won't
ears.
say who.
For the ears, we have a few styles because I'm always missing the ears on my characters. So we have a sort of fuller outy ear and
Yeah.
a closed ear and a pointy ear because, you know, you have to have pointy ears.
You never know when you might want your elf queen of
Exactly,
hearts.
exactly. But it's also because it works with all the previous templates.
Of course, yeah.
You know,
Which
if
you
you've
can
bought
find,
them
can't
before,
you? Yeah.
yes, of course.
People this morning watching can have a little look.
Yes.
So log on to the website hochanda.com, have a look. Shop by brand with Paper Babe. You'll see a lot of choice on there.
Yeah, so this works with all my other templates. It's all the same scale.
Right.
And so I'm just using the reference marks we had before.
Yeah.
I'm just lining the 2 points and then, that's Queenie stamped and drawn. And we just have to colour in.
Yay. All right then. Well, I shall leave you in peace while we prepare for the colouring stages here.
Okay.
Kim, thank you very much. Just shows you how easy it is. Let's hold that up just to show how easy that is to build up your image. We did that not with a huge stamp or anything like that, which would be costly, unwieldy, difficult to mount or anything. This is bit by bit where you've got your stencils and templates to work with. And the thing is, with that, you can build up and customise your own image, and hence with the stamps as well, you can customise and you can give her a different look, different ears, different eyes, different mouth, different fuller lips or thinner lips, or whatever it might be. So full customisation and big artwork, big sellable artwork. You know, something like this, you know, drawn and coloured, would be potentially very, very, very saleable indeed. Kim, thank you so much. I shall, as I promised, leave you in peace for a moment.
Okay.
So this is it. This is the big bundle that you could be getting hold of today. Price is on your screen at the moment at $59.97. Now the elements are available individually if you fancy. It's also available on FlexiBuy, $29.99 today, $29.99 next month in March, or with a Freedom price, which we hope you are a Freedom member by now. You can get that for a lower price and then spread the cost. So your Freedom saving is on top of what you're already looking there at with your introductory price. Your Freedom saving means that today on FlexiBuy it would only cost you $28.49 to get everything home. If you are doing that, your item number is 086 464 to order. You can order on the phone 01733 602,000, or you can order on the website hochanda.com. Your Freedom price in one go is $56.97 to order the big bundle. The elements are available singly, so have a look at the web to see your options there. And we've also got the animals set here with Kim just while she's getting ready for the colouring of the Queen of Hearts. It showed you at the beginning, actually, even though the Cheshire Cat is part of the different bundle. We just did catch a peep of this at the very start of the show. Love it for the pet lovers and the cat lovers and the animal lovers out there, for the bunnies and also the cat, the Cheshire Cat. It's a great value bundle, this as well, at $26.98. What you are getting is down here, and you've got the coordinating stamps to go with it. It's a great value bundle when you consider what you're getting here included in it with your mixed media Wonderland Animals bundle. Normally $29.98, but today saving £3 off with your introductory price. So let's sort of zip through and show you and take you through with what you're getting here in the bundle. Our Cheshire Cat has two different poses, two different looks, where you've got sort of side on, face on. In fact, I can show you much better is to show you these. Hang on, let's get the right one. Okay, yeah, sort of more face on there with our Cheshire Cat, and more side view. Very subtle difference, but you've got the side view on the body on the left-hand side. Once you then start to add your stamps on and stamp your detail around the line art, so it's the same concept as we've just seen with the Queen of Hearts, but once you've added your stamp detail, you get that look, or the side view look here with more of the body showing of our cat, and then you can go with a more regular pose, as it were, or if you wanted to go with that big Cheshire Cat grin, that's an option too. So yeah, you've got all of the templates here to work the image down here in front of me, and you've got your stamps that work with it as well. That's the cat templates there that you get. You also get, over this way, your rabbit and the stamps that work with the rabbit. Let me just show you as well the two stamped or two drawn images and then stamped with your detail on your rabbit. So you've got the collar and the lapels as his body for a suited and booted look. And then the it's a ruff, isn't it, around the edge? A ruff, a ruffle, yes. Says Kim. Yeah. 997909. I just put a thumbs up to Kim to say thank you for that. £3 off at $26.98 plus delivery to order. Yeah, you've got all the templates as we see here, and then the detail that you can then draw in for you, or then stamp your own images on there too. 997909 to order. You can get these as individuals as well. We've been putting the details at the bottom of the screen screen usually for the individuals. As you can see there, it's 320505. Yet there are some other stamps over here, but I'll just see Kim's ready, so I'm going to nip back to see her now instead. So I'll just show you a picture of these rather than look at them in the studio. You do have these stamps that you can add in today, and those are your Wonderland stamps, and they are $22.99 plus delivery to order, 206954. There's the really cool Drink Me, and then you can have your fairy dust, little jar of fairy dust on there. There's a gorgeous sample in the studio. So your different details on there, but that is 206954 to order. So yeah, Kim, take it away on the next stage.
So we're just going to add some colour. We're going to show you the simplest way of sort of making a watercolour effect with just water-soluble crayons.
Okay.
Actually, I just want to rub out some of the reference lines we made before.
Okay.
And because the ink is dry, it's, you know...
It's doable and you're not going to damage your artwork.
We're not damaged the images. And then anything that you think you've missed, you can just get your template and just, you know, finish it off again. Find a pencil, one pencil. There it is. So, you know, I rubbed out her chin, so you can just go in and finish it off again.
Yeah.
Okay. Colour. I'm just going to go with a sort of a mix of layers, just drawing it in first. So the shadow is where the hair would fall on her face, and the sides of her face, a little bit on her nose. And if you wanted to look at reference pictures, that really helps. A photograph of yourself or
That's
online. That, you know, we all have that same facial structure that you'd have.
Yeah, to help us where the light falls.
Where the light falls and the highlights.
Yeah.
So I'm just blocking in very quickly, scribbly, easy peasy style.
Yeah. Nothing too taxing.
Just that easy. And I'm going to put a bit pink on the top where her cheeks are, because, you know, rosy, healthy glow. And a little bit on. So the lips, the top lip is always darker than the bottom lip because it's always in shadow.
Yeah.
And then once we've got a bit of colour on, we can if you add less now, you can always add more as you go. So it's just to sort of really get a bit of colour on there moving.
Yeah, don't add too much in the first place.
Yeah,
just
so
build it up.
I'm literally just going to wet my brush and move the colour around, and then
Love watercolour. It's amazing.
it's so so effective. So I've got slightly cold pressed watercolour paper. So it's got a bit of texture on there.
Okay. Yeah, you can see the tooth on it. Yeah.
Yes. You know it's cold pressed, so I remember it by thinking of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
You know, when you're cold,
yeah,
then
cold,
you know that
you
it's
get
going to
that
be a textured paper.
cold and shivery, goosebumpy. Yeah.
Yeah, so cold has got bumps.
Yeah, we featured some amazing watercolour sets in the past on Hochanda. I think a lot of viewers will have access to these similar water-soluble crayons to be able to use. Water pens as well,
of course, yes.
And pencils as well, like water pencils, water-soluble pencils.
So,
but like you said at the start of the show then, Kim, because we looked at one of your images that have been coloured in alcohol markers, it doesn't matter, again, we've got that freedom. There's no rule that says you must go onto this kind of card, you must go onto this kind of paper.
So it is preference then, and what you're comfortable with too, and...
And there's the finished example of the Queen of Hearts that we're working towards as well here. That's your potential.
Yes.
But colour it, design it how you will to get your own effect. Nice.
So I'm just going to add some colour to her hair. I'm going with the flow of the shapes, and that will help. Wow, so squiggly.
It's good.
probably rushing now.
Yeah.
But I have done this step because I have to wait for that bit to dry.
Okay.
So then you just add water to it to get it.
Okay, so you've really just gone in there and you've just created those lines in the streets.
Yes.
There's nothing technical, you're just following the line of what you've templated.
I just added more. It'll take a bit of time to show you on hair, colouring it in.
Yeah,
So it's quite a massive hair, really. But then
but that's
you can
brilliant,
just
isn't it?
blend it
These are
through.
big images that we're working with. So very, very saleable. Are we all right to make to sell for people then?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Anything you make, you can sell.
Okay.
It's when you reproduce it that you infringe.
Okay, so so if we
So
draw it ourselves, colour it ourselves, and it's an original piece of artwork that we're making using the templates, not a problem.
Not a problem.
And
if it's for, you know, for personal use, you can copy it, but only for personal.
Okay. Okay, understood, Kim.
I suppose a great example is I got a tin with my artwork on.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So, but because it's for me, I can use this. It's a personal project.
Yeah.
On a personal item.
Understood.
So I wouldn't sell that.
Understood.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Very nice. I'll pick that up for you in a minute.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I don't need that today.
Available individually as well. So if you are going for the Queen of Hearts on her own, she comes with the torso set. Details are on the left-hand side of the screen at the moment, as well as your Alice image and also your Hatter. Do apologise.
The red is very bright on the screen.
Yeah, it is an intense colour, isn't it?
I think the Queen of Hearts deserves that sort of bright hair.
I think she needs it. Yeah, the Queen of Hearts.
She can carry it off, definitely.
Well, you've got the bright red of the of the heart, haven't you? As in the suit of the pack of cards. It's a scarlet red, isn't it?
So, yes. I don't know how long you want to watch me painting.
Ages. Ages. We want to do it.
You like that,
You're feeling self-conscious, aren't you there, Kim? But do you know what? We'd watch it all day.
Oh, well, that's fine. I'm quite
happy.
happy. I was just zone into my art place.
It's just great. You let it take you away there, Kim. No problem. Yeah, we've just been popping details on your screen currently for the big bundle. It's on the left-hand side of your screen there, $59.97. That gets you the Hatter templates, the Alice templates, and also the Queen of Hearts templates. So you get all three sets, plus you get the stamps to be able to stamp the eyes and the lips and the details and the ears, for example. So you get those, and you also get the head and the torso templates, and you get those in a male and female shape. So you've got everything that you possibly need from that main set, $59.97. The really good example of using these templates and why it's an amazing benefit to have them in template form is for the size of them. So, you know, you don't need to be able to have that artistic ability, that drawing ability. You just need to get the line art down using the templates. You are then free to colour them or maybe Zen doodle inside. I mean, imagine that.
I'm
imagine
looking forward
to
trying that one day. Yes.
Yeah, do
it.
it.
So fun.
Definitely.
And also, you can use the templates in place, and you can stamp in there. So you can really go to town and really, you know, add to another level.
Yeah, so put the template back down, mask it off in a way.
So it's great as a mask, a template and a stencil. It's all of the...
Imagine that. Imagine a set of like mandala stamps, like creating a really amazing backdrop for her hair. That would be brilliant. And we've had a lovely email from Susan as well. Susan says she's thoroughly enjoying the programme.
Hi,
nice
Susan.
Susan.
Thank you.
Very, very, very good morning to you. And then Susan also says she really likes the Cheshire Cats example that we've been showing as well.
Lovely. We'll have a go at that later.
Isn't it? We'll just grab that Howard Floor Manager. Thank you so much, sir. Here's the Cheshire Cat example there. Susan, thank you very much for your feedback.
And this is a great example where I've used the templates as masks to create the shadow. Because I've layered it instead of just drawing around and colouring in.
Listen, it's a great example that to add a bit of depth, isn't it, to the Cheshire Cat. But also, this is from the Animals bundle as well. So details are on your screen at the moment for the Hatter, Alice, and also the Queen of Hearts. So you've got those three. Well, that's from the Animals set, the Cheshire Cat, with the rabbit as well. It's lovely. And also, yeah, we were saying that the main bundles there, £26.98 though, is for your animals. That's for the bunny and also the cat. So yeah, when we put details back on your screen now, you'll see on the left-hand side of the screen that's your main bundle for what we're working on at the moment. So you've got your Queen of Hearts, your Hatter, and also the Alice, to all three. Now I know that you've got another demonstration in inverted commas that you wanted to show us, Kim, so I'm just mindful of the time.
Okay.
So if I can,
are we ready to do the next
if that's
one?
Okay, please, that'd be brilliant.
No problem.
But only because I know that I didn't want to spring it on you and say we've got 5 minutes left, and then.
So I just want to say I stamped the crown with gold. Oh, that side's better. Gold embossing, and I was going to just place it on her, because the tissue disappears into, so you don't have to stamp on your piece. If you do it separately, you're less likely to, make mistakes.
Yeah, how does that go on then? Are you going to do that now? Yeah.
I'm just going to rip.
Should I give you some space? Yeah, you're going to go onto that one.
Crown. Yes. Yeah. And then
I see. So rather than risking it and stamping straight down onto
yes,
your
and
artwork.
sometimes embossing powder it goes other places if it's a slightly damp paper too.
So onto tissue paper.
Onto yes. It's not special tissue paper or anything. It's just
tissue paper,
whatever you find.
Yeah.
And then oh, I should have thought about this.
So you're using
this
a matte
is
medium,
called a matte medium. They come in many sizes now. So I'm going to paint the back so that the tissue is already wet. I was going to put a little bit there. Oh, I smudged it. That's okay, we'll hide it. And then I'm going to place her crown. Can you see this? I think my finger is mucky, but you get the idea.
You get the drift
that
of the
tissue will disappear into the background. And I'm going to add just a little bit more of the matte medium. And
that's going to dry, obviously clear.
It will dry
and matte,
clear,
not
yes.
gloss.
But the shine hopefully will come through in the embossed. And then you can decorate the crown, of course, because there's all the little gems you can colour in.
So you can get into.
And, right then. So that is to
try. Kim,
yes.
Oh, that's excellent. Let's hold that up just so that we can, because I know that you did have your second demonstration in mind, didn't you, Kim? So
I can go straight onto it, actually.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes,
Excellent.
no problem.
Now there's our Queen of Hearts, and you've got the crown just there on the top. Your details on the left-hand side is £59.97 plus delivery to get the main big bundle. She looks good, doesn't she? Yeah, each element of the big bundle available singly, but that comes with the stamps. You get so much in there, it's such good value. You get the stamps to add your detail on your ears and your eyes and your lips, for example. But also you get the torso, the male and female torsos, and that was the template that we used to add the neckline and the shoulder line just there as well. So
and if you get stuck on stamping the face, I do have YouTube videos to help. Because I know when you get it home, you're like, how did you do it?
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
so
you can go back and watch this show for about 10 days, I think, on Rewind, which is our catch-up service. But then, yeah, definitely have a look at Kim's YouTube videos to see, because we want you to get the best out of your templates today.
Of course. So we're going to do exactly the same. Okay. There's quite a few pieces of this.
But they're all numbered, so
they're
don't
all
worry.
Numbered, so it makes it easy.
We're moving on to our little animals set, and we've got our cat. So Susan will be pleased to see this one, because she loves that sample of the Cheshire Cat.
So there's 2 head styles, more plain, so you can add a different style of cat. It's not just to be a Cheshire Cat, it was to do any, and then the more scruffy look, so... I'm just going to copy the one I did already.
Okay.
I have all the reference marks, the same as the female, and it is just a matter of drawing around it again. I think my pencil's a bit blunt.
No, you did your straight line for the Queen of Hearts.
I did. I do still have the...
You've got it on the template.
I'll do it. See, look at them trying to catch me up, saying you haven't done that, Kim. I mean, honest.
I just wondered.
But you can just go in. It's But what it is I've tilted the head slightly. so it's not going to follow the central line, but I'm using the top of the nose mark as my turny head point, so you can have him a bit more tilted and character.
Okay.
So we draw around the scruffy bit. There's lots of details. You can just flick out if you feel you want to rush it.
Love the scruffy look.
Yes, because, you know, they do have quite a bit of fur, some cats, don't they? Right then, that'll do for that. And number 2.
You've got enough there.
Is our front paw.
Okay.
So we've got top of the nose, and we know it as that mark. And we're going to follow the central line. And we just draw around there. So it's all the same process, really. We just draw around in steps, stop at your previous lines. And then I'm going to add this number 3 is that fluffy chest area. So it goes along that line.
Yes, following that one,
And we just stop at the previously drawn lines. But you can do the cat without too, so you have that option of quite a smooth looking fur. So we've got the top of the nose, so we know where that goes.
So you line the top
central line is on there. It's a bit faint, but you can see it. I also want to mention that these templates have very small pieces in.
Yes.
So I've designed them with little tabs that you will have to trim before you begin. You only have to do it once when the templates arrive. And I have little reference marks to draw the
little paw claw.
Paws, that's the word I was looking for. If you feel it's... Oh my gosh, so many pieces. Can't find the one I'm looking for.
And this is when you, at the beginning of your demonstration with the Queen of Hearts, you put them all in order.
I did. I was, you know, I thought about it obviously,
but they're all numbered. Don't worry,
it's all
when you're
numbered.
at home doing this, it'll be
So,
fast.
and where's the other paw? There. So just, you know, mark where those reference lines are, and use it to show. There's a little groove where it goes.
Yes.
So, and then the tail. The tail is really quite fun because it can go anywhere, and it's separate if you want to do just the head and the tail, and it starts in this area, but you can have it, you know, quite up if you wanted. You can have it so just that
and over the front paws. That's a nice.
Or even you can have it tucked behind the paw because you're drawing it.
That's good.
And you could also do a pointy bit, so I've designed it so it's got a pointy end if you want, and you can flip it over that way.
So you have it either way,
Have it either way, and you can also do it so that it looks like it's sitting down, if that makes... I'm going to do that now.
Just out that way, that's a good way.
So it's not just one way, you can make any...
That's like the most versatile piece in the whole set. They all are in their own way, but that's amazing.
So the ears...
Simple, but so effective.
Okay. There, in layers as well. So A was our reference mark on our top of nose. It was A as well. So you know that this hole goes to there. Now I did it that way so that you can have the ears more up or down, a little bit wider, I suppose, is the look.
But that measures your distance.
And it will always be that way.
Yeah.
And I've done it so that you will have to flip the ear over.
To get the mirror image.
To get the other ear. But it means that you can
simple.
actually, you know, tweak it a bit if, you know, a bit quizzitive sort of cat face. So, and it's just as simple as drawing round to where you've drawn before. And then if we wanted to add detail to the ear, we have this. And it's the same A point, And we can just line it up, look, to our drawn line. And we can draw these bits of hair
and
or
again,
fur
you've just given us the suggestion. You're not saying go around it exactly and
oh
get
gosh,
it exactly
no.
right, you know.
Because actually what we're going to do, if I move to that step already, so I'm going to actually get some ink and I'm going to use it as a mask.
Ah, you can
and
put that back in. You could do that now.
You can see straight away that you didn't have to be precise with your pencil.
No. There's no
and then,
requirements.
what do we need? The face is next.
Yeah.
Let's go for that.
About 5 minutes left as well, Kim. Hopefully that's all right.
What's that?
5 minutes left on the
Oh
show.
yes, we can stamp a face in 5 minutes.
What gets done gets done. We're fine. There's no pressure.
No pressure.
You can get this as an individual if you want. $14.99. Very, very good value to go for the rabbit or the cat as well as an individual. 320505 to order now. And on the bottom of the screen here, you can see as a bundle. You can get both. And either way, whichever one you're going for, either or, don't forget you do get the stamps that we're about to use. So you're not left high and dry. You do get the stamps, whichever option you're going for, singly or bundle.
So the same applies. I use the mask to put the different elements, and that's the eye line. So that's the top of his eye. So slightly different to the female, which is sort of half of the eye.
Yeah, the Queen of Hearts that we saw. Yeah.
Yes. And then, are we doing a Cheshire Smile?
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Susan would be, who emailed in, do you think she'd be wanting us to do the Cheshire? But our cat does not have to be a Cheshire cat. It could just be a regular cat.
It could be just a regular cat.
for all the
We'll
cat
do a
lovers
regular
out there.
cat.
Yeah.
I'm going to just mark here because that's the eye line that I need to put this on.
Okay.
So I forgot to do it a second ago. I think I'll turn them upside down. I have.
It's all right.
There we go. It's still early, isn't it? That's what it is.
Extremely early. It's 7 a.m. in the morning.
But of course, if you, you know, or in pyjamas, we can. The reference is obviously on the stamp to the way it should be round.
You won't do it. You won't do it wrong.
But you can if you want a different look. I mean, you know, definitely up to you. There we go. See, a bit more ink in case I rubbed some off.
Just in case.
Just in case.
In the moving room.
He's got slightly wobbly eyes, but never mind.
There we go.
He's definitely
Look at
cat
that.
looking.
Proper cat size already. We haven't even added the pupils yet. Those pupils that in the daytime just go teeny tiny, and then at night time when they're in play mode, just huge.
And I've included all 3 pupil sizes in, so you have a full and a smaller and then the thin. Yeah. So I've created little masks.
I don't know how cats do it. When their pupils just go huge.
Yes.
Well, yeah. It's late night and I'm here to play.
Oh, we need a colour, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
What colour should we have?
Lovely on the example. I'll just quickly show the example, but don't feel that you need to get it exactly the same because we can always change things up a little bit.
We can.
But here on the example, you've got a really beautiful
this.
sort of aqua mix of green and blue there, and we've gone with a full-on Cheshire cat, but it doesn't have to be, of course.
Okay, so we have the solid that's going to fill the eye shape, and that will be the colour.
Okay.
And then it's. You can't go too wrong, actually, with this one. It's just a circle, and it's just to get the colour on there.
And you've got your colour on the background anyway, so it's all sort of melting.
For this example, yes.
On this particular example, yeah.
And then I also have the black outline. And I'm just going to use this because that stamp's mucky. Because it's, you know...
Oh, I see,
ink.
You're protecting it.
Yes, otherwise I'll have extra dots.
With distress oxide.
And then... Okay.
That's good.
It's only a small bit that I stamped there, but it really makes the pupil shape. And then we have a little starburst on here too. And
a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes.
Don't worry, don't use that as a reason to panic or anything, because you're back at 11 o'clock as well this morning, aren't you? So what gets done now. And we'll see you at 11 o'clock this morning. We hope you can make it.
Yes.
Do feel free to place an order in the show now, or just after the show, or in between shows too.
So I've done a thinner pupil there, and it's just about layering that. Okay.
Look at the results.
And then done.
There we go. Do you know what?
And
We'll
then
hit
we have the
the
nose and whiskers and everything.
to add that finish. We'll hit the pause button there. I didn't
Yes.
mean the pun. I'm so sorry. That was an unintentional pun, but we will hit the pause button for the moment because there's no point in stressing ourselves out and racing for the last 2 minutes or so, Kim. So we'll just show where we've got
I
to
bet
here.
people know it's a cat, and that's the
Exactly. We've got our demonstration to that point. The whole cat look there, and that's the Cheshire Cat or regular cat that we're building up towards. Just to show you a couple of other pieces of artwork as well, because this is from the Animals bundle. Now the cat's available singly, and the rabbit is available singly. But if you want to get them both as a bundle, you can do that. It's 997,909 with Kim Costello from Paper Babe. The other characters are at the bottom of the screen as well. This is the big bundle down here, and it's in that you get the Alice, you get the Queen of Hearts, and you get the Hatter. The Hatter's one of our favourite samples the whole year so far, and the Hatter is from the big bundle. The big bundle is available singly in different elements. You've got the torso templates, you've got the actual character templates, but then you also get the stamps, which stamp the detail of the faces. The Hatter quite coolly doesn't have any detail, but that's an example of the stamps for the face. Kim, we'll see you at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
It's been fab. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Yeah, we've got Quilting Antics coming up next. We've got our next show, Heartfelt Creations One Day Special, just after that. And also the Tonic Memory Book Weekend Wow with Jodie coming up later. Don't forget Crafting Market.
Hi, I'm Katrina from Rowan Dean. We're a small family business that design embroidery kits. Embroidery has always been my passion, and I'd love to show you how to do some of the stitches and some of the kits. We're based in Derbyshire, and I'm really inspired by the landscape and flora of Derbyshire, and I think other people will be too. Our kits are really easy, and I hope they inspire you to have a go at stitching. Since we've been on Hochanda, we've had a great time. Everybody's been really friendly and really good. We've met loads of people all around the country who watch Hochanda and find it really inspiring. Don't forget to join me on my Rowan shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp Limited. We're well known in the industry for designing and manufacturing top quality, award-winning craft products. As with all craft projects, you need a good starting place, a great stamp, a top quality stencil, and in recent times we've developed the groovy parchment art system so that your line art is perfect on parchment. Another exciting development to come from the marriage between parchment and our stamp company is the fabulous designer papers and now the designer parchment. There is nothing like it. Each groovy plate is precision etched, and by simply getting in the groove with a stylus, you can easily transfer great designs onto parchment. Groovy is a modular system. The plates complement each other and work beautifully together. They are packed with elements and allow you to build your own original artwork. Whether you're a novice or a traditional parcher, you will love these plates. And for me personally, having beautiful line art is what motivated me to want to learn traditional parchment skills. So why not get in the groove with us here on Hochanda?
Hello, thank you very much for watching this morning. Very, very good morning to you. It's just about 8 o'clock a.m. here on Hochanda, home of craft, hobbies and arts. My name is Matt and this is Anthea as well. Anthea from Quilting Antics. To say I worry about our shows, Anthea, is...
I look forward to them, Matt.
Yeah, I look at them and I think, is it going to be more of a balance of antics or is it going to be more of a balance of quilting? What sort of mood are you in today, Anthea?
Antics, of course,
Yeah,
antics,
okay.
yeah, every time.
Okay, I'll leave you to it then. Right.
Come back.
No, the whole thing is we're going to have a lot of fun today. We're just going to have a chat, have a sew, and we've got some lovely items as well there that you may or may not feel like adding to your basket today, but we know that you will. We know that you will, definitely. Looking first of all, Anthea, you've gone for the wow factor. Let's pick these up straight away.
Yeah.
These are just going to change any room. I think they're
do you know
absolutely
what?
fab.
Apparently, a lot of our little British birds are like endangered.
Right.
So we just wanted to bring back, you know, the birds.
Okay.
We're turning into the bird ladies, really. But
You can
but we
do
love
what you
them.
want. So which birds have we got here then? Who are we looking
Right,
at?
well, we've got, so this one here, it's a winter kind of theme to it, and we've got some gold crests.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's Britain's smallest bird.
Okay.
Smaller than Jenny Wren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, and it's got on its head a little golden crest. I adore this, and we like 3D stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So on here we've put 3D snowdrops, if you can see my finger wiggling in them.
Yeah.
And the fir cones are 3D as well. So we've just played around with the fabric and we've made it work for us. And I particularly like this one.
It's a good one.
If we'd had time, we could have taken a bet on which is going to be the most popular.
Yes.
And yes, I showed them last week, and this was popular.
Oh, really? Oh, so you would have
this
had
and another
insider
one
knowledge.
were Even Stevens.
Yeah.
So anyway, coming along the line, we've got here, we've got some nuthatches in some lovely 3D bluebells.
Do you know what, Anthea? Sorry to interrupt you, but very, very quickly, I should probably put Quilting Antics into context very quickly, because you're all about the tweed. Anyone that's watching you for the first time.
That's our signature.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what we've done here, we've mixed cotton and tweed together. We wanted to say, yes, we haven't fallen out with cotton. Yes, we still love cotton. If you want the pattern only, look, we've used cotton too. You can use your stash.
Yeah.
We've used tweed as an embellishment on these, as opposed to being the base fabric, which is what we usually do.
But you see there, real good quality tweed in each kit if you're going for these in kit form. But it's your choice on how you do it. And in that central image that you're just pointing at there, Anthea, you've got the three-dimensional, these little... these, do we know what... They are bluebells.
Bluebells, yeah. But, you know, they're this size because it's quite difficult to manipulate when you get smaller and smaller.
Right.
And we were trying to think of people, you know, at home trying to make it doable.
Yeah.
So there's artistic licence in these two.
Right. Well, just to be clear about which one's which, that's spring there with your bluebells. We started off with winter. Someone's borrowed autumn for the day. But we've got summer. We've got summer.
It's about hours in a day. So here we've got summer. Look at that flock of long-tailed tits. Have you ever seen a flock of them?
No.
They're just beautiful.
No.
And anybody who gets
now,
them in the garden, you know, you don't just get one, you get a whole gang of them.
Yeah.
And they just dive into the bushes and everything.
You see, that says it all. I answered very quickly there and said no, because we don't get that much wildlife around where we live, you know, in the gardens and stuff.
But that, you see, is why we did these.
You know, but now we have.
Yeah. So we've got... long-tailed tits, we've got wooden enemies, that's the white flowers, wild strawberries, which is why they're tiny. The wild ones are much, much smaller than the ones in supermarkets.
Gosh, we learn so much from you.
Yeah, and then the Queen Anne's lace, which is the tall flower. And you see that in the hedgerow. Yeah, you see that in the hedgerows in about June time. And then over the course of the summer it turns to lovely seed heads.
Beautiful. All three of them absolutely beautiful. Just to be clear about which ones we've got, Anthea, on Anthea's far side there, you've got the winter, you've got spring here in the middle, and then the long-tailed tits here for your summer option.
And can I just say, beautifully illustrated by Sue Lenahan.
get that in there for Sue.
Yeah,
now, is Sue
is she
gonna
good?
Is Sue
She's
going to be
fab.
up this early, or is Sue going to be watching this on Rewind, which is our catch-up service?
I don't know. Sue, are you up?
Yeah,
Let us
text us in
know.
or
Let
email
us
in.
know.
Actually, call in. Sorry, it's not a text. It's 01733 60 2000. I thought I was on Radio 1 for a minute there. Text us in. Send us a fax. Anyway, you've got the kit form here to make either one. So I'm just going to sort of fold over our summer option there with long tail tits, just to show you what you've got. You've got the mixture of cotton and also your tweed. Some really amazing fabrics in here, Anthea. How do you do it? How do you choose and then find the fabrics?
Do you know what? We really look at wildlife, and if you look at the colours that are deep within it, it might not always be the obvious colour that you first see, and we try and match accordingly.
Well, you've done a lovely job here. I mean, you can see the stack of fabric, but you can see how it's made here. You get the exact same fabric to make each sample that we've just held up there. We're going to get sewing. How about that, Anthea? Do you fancy that? All right.
Let's have a bash.
Let's do that then. So, we've got the kits available by themselves as well, or patterns, sorry, by themselves. So you can get your kits, spring, summer or winter, or you can get all your patterns with £4 off, making them $15.49 plus delivery. Very, very usable patterns there. I'll ask Anthea in a minute about making to sell as well. 971701 to order now. We've got some other patterns on the show as well. And just here, these are some of Anthea's most popular items. King of the Ribble, the Ribble Stalker, and then, what's the name of the last one there, Anthea? Is it Utterly Fabulous,
Utterly
isn't
Fabulous,
it? Yeah, I thought
darling.
it was, Utterly Fabulous, but I need to just remind me, because it's just dropped off the bottom of the details. Utterly Fabulous, love the play on words. They're $15.49 plus delivery also, with £4 off on your introductory price. It's 126222 to order today. So yeah, we've got our pots of gold here as well. If you want to have a look on the website, that's gold dust because of what you can do with it, isn't it?
This is the ones that me and you made months ago.
Yeah, we did. didn't
And
we?
I know that we did our English show last week,
Yeah,
and I've
did I
got
see
some
that?
hellos to say in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, people were asking me while I was selling that, but then other people were asking, and I was saying I give all my stock of it to you.
Yeah.
So I do sell a little bit at the shows, but
it's
if you
all-
want
yeah.
it, get it through Hochanda.
Get it through.
And I can't believe that it just sells out so quickly.
It does,
So don't
really
hang about
busy.
if you need some for your project.
Yeah, it's really busy again today,
So-
actually, and the gold dust here is basically just the bits of tweed that are put together in very, very high-value bags
Well,
in terms of value
the
for
two
money.
boxes there,
Yeah.
that is one lot, if
just
you will.
one?
Yeah, so
In the
what I
two
do,
boxes here?
I get an A4 bag and we just stuff it full.
It's just brilliant, and all of your cuts that you wouldn't be using for your patterns or for your sets, but they'd be really useful for
I
something.
should just add,
Yeah.
there is no guarantee of colour in these because
Yeah.
of how I buy it.
Lucky dip, innit?
I'm buying it as a waste from a product from another job, which is
Yeah.
making sample books.
Yeah.
So we get whatever book they've been creating.
Yeah.
So there is no guarantee. But tweed just looks fabulous in any
looks great.
combination.
But you've got all the different colours as well. I think it's about a third of the stock already gone. Yeah, a third of the stock gone on
Wow.
that already. It's brilliant. I mean, it's such good value, $23.99
Could you
plus
just show,
delivery.
please? Under
Yeah.
those two raggy wreaths, there's a little mat.
Yeah.
So if you just lift...
This one?
Yeah, that one. So there's,
Very
there's
tactile.
roughly two...
Shall I show you the other
two
side
bundles,
as well?
two units in that. Now, anybody who saw us last week at Ardingly Show,
Yeah.
or Arding Live, if you're down south, my mother was sat on that. It's the seat pad.
Yeah,
Now,
I bet she was really
anybody
comfy.
who's met my mum knows that she's not that great on her legs, and she is often very uncomfortable.
Right.
Sitting on those. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, she travels down in the van, you know, because
Yeah.
we're classy chicks, those.
Yeah.
And she's,
The
you
18.
know, she has one in the van that she sits on,
Yeah.
and she sat, you know, all weekend
So
on that.
your mum's been sat on that all weekend,
All
at the
weekend,
Ardingly? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. So, and you could have it that way up as well.
Well, you could, but my point was that
Go on,
if you're a bit achy in your hips and things, they're great because they're so full of air.
All right. Well, I can't guarantee anything because Anthea, you're not a trained doctor.
No,
or
no,
a
I'm not a trained doctor.
But
from a person who was
but based on your mum, based on Anthea's mum,
based on my research.
All right then. So look, we've got our gold dust there. If you want to get hold of it, that mat there was made of 2 of them. So 2 of those would make that one mat, for example. Goes so great for cushion covers. Might do with one of them in my car. Anthea, what did you want to show us there?
Well, stuff on the counter that we started out with. Shall we just finish that? Because
wall hangings.
What I've done. You know, I come out with all these ideas, on me and Sue, should I say. Don't forget Sue, because she says. We come out with all these ideas. Well, you might not want the thing that we've created, you know, that item. But I wanted to show you that you can use our designs to make other things. So each pattern has got an alternative design.
Okay.
Now, the requirements on the back, it doesn't give you enough for both items, but what we did, we made the first one, and we cut ourselves a kit, and from that kit, we made a second one, a second item.
Right.
So you've got the requirements, I'm saying. You might have a bit extra, but it's there. And in front of you are the things that we made.
So you're saying from the kit, I can make what we've just shown?
No, or either or.
Oh, either or. Okay,
yeah.
sorry. I thought that's what you said first of all, and then I got...
No, either or. So if you like our designs, but you don't want a wall hanging, so in your hand there is spring.
Yes.
And we've done a little cushion. It's just 14 inches square. It's not 3D because we thought, you know, for a cushion.
Would you want it to be?
But if you want to
you
do
might want a
3D
quite decorative cushion.
Flowers,
But,
absolutely.
so those bluebells would be 3D if you wanted to.
If you wanted to, you'd have enough stuff in the requirements. But we haven't. We've just done a little cushion. It's just a little decorative cushion. It's sweet, isn't it?
So that's from the spring. Okay.
Yeah.
What have I got? This one's winter, isn't it?
Winter, yeah.
Oh, a little notebook cover or something.
So,
journal cover.
Yeah, so instead of 3D fir cones and snowdrops, they're just flat.
Nice.
Yeah, so you kind of just, you know, do your own thing, get adventurous.
Yeah, very
Use
nice.
our ideas. But I wanted to show you, you know, that you can get a bit more bang for your buck.
Yeah, and then summer is a little doorstop, is that?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to show
should we show all the sides? Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I've just knocked my water over. Hold on, I'll just get that first because that's going to dribble on the floor. Right, I'll just move this round. Here, 1. There we are. Look at this. 3 and 4, and then just to prove there's no TV trickery, that's the one that we started with, I think, just there. Oh, they're wild strawberries. Knock your socks off there. Get your wild strawberries. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, so within the requirements of the wall hanging, you could make a different project instead.
Okay, so we've got that secondary project there. And instructions for that, or is it just
you've got the instructions for the wall hangings that tells you how to do all the applique and everything.
Yeah, so just
then
reapply
I've just kind of done the construction notes at the end.
Yeah.
So you know you get like a good paragraph at the end about how to make a simple cushion, and they are simple. They're not, you know, really technical things. But
Right,
we just thought we'd do that.
Nice little bit of extra there. Do you want to just do what we want, Anthea? Should we just have a little
fab morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps we could get Howard to bring coffee in and we could have
He's not going to do that.
Toast and just a nice...
no, he's not going to do that for us. You're not going to do that for us, are you, Howard? No, Howard's after all
before we forget, can I say some hellos?
He's good, but he doesn't want to break the rules. Yeah, go on.
We did our English show last week.
Yeah.
Have you seen my earrings?
Yes, I was looking at them. I did.
Lovely lady called Mary.
Yeah.
Brought these earrings.
They're really cool. They're really lovely, like little sort of.
She made them for me.
They're rose pinks. That looks like you've got a couple
couldn't believe it. I was delighted.
Yeah.
So I met Mary at Ali Pally, and then she came down to Ardingly, and she brought me these earrings.
So sweet. So sweet. Nice one, Mary. She's got some good jewellery making skills there.
So lovely. And hello to Anne and Brenda too.
Anne and Brenda.
And everybody else, but particularly Anne, Brenda and Mary.
Oh, hello, and a very, very good morning to you. The gold dust is going fast as well. That's limited stock, so do order that very, very early on. Don't miss out. And what would you like to show us, Anthea? Just have a little sew. No rules.
Yeah, we can have a sew.
Yeah.
Because last time I came, I brought some 10-inch squares of fabric, and Well, do you know what? I thought I'll just put some fabric on and, you know, people might buy a bit today and a bit next time. Well, you bought the lot.
Oh, did you really?
Everything, every scrap. So, yeah, my cutter was, there was steam coming out of it when I got home. So I've brought it back again, which is the stuff in front of you.
Yeah.
Now, if you bought it last time, you got a bonus pattern. I've changed the patterns this time.
You get a different one. Yeah. So you don't
you've
get
got
doubles.
the landscape colours there with the Bunny Tails book cover.
Yeah.
And then
So
we've got...
there's 4 different colour options, aren't there?
There
There's
is.
3 in front of me, I think. Oh no, there's 4 here. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
in
all
your
good.
left hand, you've got the
This is
urban.
the landscape, isn't it? No, it's not.
Can I see properly?
Yeah, sorry,
Oh, sorry,
there you
I
go.
told a lie. The bunny is with the urban.
Yeah.
The green man is with the landscape. 'cause
Okay,
I
yeah, so
thought
that
you
is
can-
landscape, yeah.
Yeah, it is landscape.
So let's go through the colour options. You've got landscape, which I'm holding now, just here. Landscape, okay, just there like so. That's landscape.
So you've got your greens, your browns, your blues, you know, your fields and
You've got
sky,
your lovely
water, whatever you want it to
powder
be.
blue there. And you've
Yeah.
got the sticker on there, so they're not going to get lost or mislaid for landscape. And that comes with your spring green man pattern by Michaela Smith. Michaela's done some lovely patterns before. Okay, next one.
So we've got...
Let's pick up the first one that we had here,
okay. So
which
that's
comes
the
with the
urban.
Bunny Tails book cover. That's urban now, yeah.
So,
Urban.
as
Thank
we
you,
established last time, I've been in the DIY stores. I know what colours goes urban in the babe selection.
So you look at your feature wall colours and you get
Yeah,
them
that's
from
the
there.
ones, that's
So
the
you got
ones.
lovely, again, wonderful blue
Yeah.
there, but a strong, deep wine colour.
I absolutely
and
love
then
that.
that's-
It's
greeny
wine,
blue.
it's damson, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I like your shirt, actually.
So that's your, don't draw too much attention to the shirt, please. Yeah, it's quite an old one. And then what have we got here? We've got pastels,
Pastels.
here. Okay. What pastels do we get in here then?
Lovely
Anthea?
soft ones. So you've got pink,
Yeah.
peach, green.
Like that green there. Yeah. So it's a grey-green. And then you've got your
Lovely pale blue.
powdery blue. Oh, look at that. Like a
Lilac.
lavendery
Gorgeous,
one.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's beautiful. And the pattern that comes with that is peck it and see.
Peck it and see, yeah.
Yeah, peck it and see. And that comes with your pastels. And there's one more colour option to talk about, isn't there? And that should be the brights.
That's right.
And that's this one here, which comes with
Farmyard memoirs.
your farmyard memoirs. Okay, so there's farmyard
They're a
memoirs.
good bit of fun.
Yeah. Farmyard Memoirs, nice little little trio of book covers for you. You get your full instructions and templates in there, and the colours themselves here. These are the brights now. Are your sort of green, really hot orange there. Nice.
Gorgeous. Like pumpkins, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely pumpkins. Look at that as well.
A lime green.
Lemons and limes, and then a hot pink, as well as a royal blue. That's in your brights. So each pack, if you got these before, each pack coming with a different pattern today. I'm going to keep those in order so they don't get muddled up.
And as
stuff.
last time, if you're going to buy more than one pack the same, I will swap one of the patterns out so that you don't get the same
Oh, that's
one.
nice.
Well,
That's
it
lovely.
just,
So if
it
you
just
want,
makes life
if you're
easier, doesn't
like
it?
2 of the pastels, you'd get peck it and see plus another
Yeah, I
pattern.
just swap it out. I might even do it for something completely different. You never know. Just depends. I usually look at what people have ordered and try and second guess which one they might
Isn't this
they
sweet?
might like.
Let's think
Yeah,
about
it
what
just
people
helps the
like.
world go around a bit smoother, doesn't it?
Oh,
So
you
I
never know
thought-
what you get in your little parcel you order from Anthea here. Nice.
So I thought, based on their popularity last time, we could start out by having a play around with subs. I've done a little bit of prep.
Yeah.
Because I thought, well, it might just be. Is that yours or mine? Oh, that's mine. I thought it might just be like a little bit of a little class.
Yeah, all right then.
Fancy myself as a teacher this morning.
Let's have a bit of a sew. You are.
Yeah.
We've learned a great deal from you, Anthea.
So this afternoon, when I'm on with Yanis, could you pop it over?
Oh,
there
you're on
for a
with
minute?
Yanis now, are
I've got
you? Yeah.
Yanis. Yeah, you're ditched this afternoon.
Have I been ditched?
Yeah.
You're gonna
I'm,
get ditched.
Is it an upgrade or a downgrade?
It's an upgrade, really.
Upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade.
Yeah.
Definitely an upgrade. Younger and fitter is Yanis.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
don't deny it.
There's many a good tune played on an old fiddle, they say.
Thank you. Thank you for
Right,
reassuring me.
so I thought what we'd do is some half square triangles. Now usually when I'm working with tweed, what I would do is reinforce the seams with a zigzag, a blanket stitch or an overlock type stitch. I don't have an overlocking machine because I don't want you to feel that you can't replicate my designs.
Okay.
So from the 10-inch squares, now do
ones we
square,
just flapped around
square them
here,
up a little bit if you need to. I've cut some 5-inch squares. So I thought, get the most out of the fabric, let's just, you know, cut it into 4. So I've drawn a line on one, and put it on top of one that I haven't drawn a line on. And then turn your machine on, that would help.
Oh, yeah.
And find your glasses.
Got mine.
I know. Life's rubbish without glasses nowadays.
I just like mine because I can hide behind them because I look so tired. I look in the mirror and I'm just like, what's wrong with you? You know?
I've opted out of sleep.
Just these bits, and have you?
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, now then
I think I average about 4 or 5 hours. It's not healthy, is it?
Yeah. I put my machine on slow because I got in trouble last night.
Oh, yeah?
I came down early and I was doing some prep yesterday and I got the machine going like the clappers.
Oh, what?
As
And
one
there
of the
was somebody
card
else doing
crafting
something
shows was on. Oops.
So if you hear a faint whir from another
Somebody
set,
getting their own back.
That's what it is, yeah.
Right, so all I've done here
is
is I've used the line that I drew on the centre. Let's turn it over, the thread will show up. I've stitched a 1/4 inch away from it on each side. Cut down the centre there. Cut down that drawn line. So you see, you can use a pen that you would normally go, oh, don't put that on fabric because you're going to cut it out. There you go. 2 half square triangles.
nice.
Done and
love that
dusted.
method. Love that method of making
It's
half square
great, isn't it?
triangles.
It's great.
It's a
And I've seen other people do the one where, you know, you sew all the way around the sides and then
cut
it,
it.
and that's great too.
Yeah. So you cut across, wouldn't you? Would you do 2?
Yeah.
With your rotary, you just go across.
Yeah. So I did draw on a load of these. There we go. So I'm just randomly going to... I've no idea what we're going to get at the moment.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Could be a half square triangle design for a cushion cover or something. Could be up to you.
Yeah.
Could be a quilting block.
Well, this is the kind of thing that you can take to your quilt group and you can just do while you're chatting. And you can sit there and go, oh yeah, I did this. I invented this.
Oh yeah, that's my trick.
And then,
my,
you know,
my,
after not very long, but many cups of coffee or tea and biscuits, and, you know, we know what happens in a quilt group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first rule of quilting groups is you don't talk about quilting group.
Yeah.
And the second rule is...
We're mostly built for comfort.
Yeah. So if you had a choice of biscuit, which one would it be, Anthea, if you had to have a whole packet? Not in one go, obviously, but if you couldn't mix and match.
A milk chocolate hobnob.
Milk chocolate hobnob. Ooh,
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Isn't it?
I think I could probably do an entire packet of Jaffa cakes in one go.
Right, do you eat them?
Not one of the big Christmas ones. The big, you know...
Do you eat them, or do you separate the jelly bit?
No, my daughter on the way home from school, she separates them out, but...
Only way to eat a Jaffa
I just
cake.
eat it all, like, go full moon, half moon, gone. Like the advert
Yeah.
from back in 1990-something, Total Eclipse, that was it.
Right, chain piecing. I've done a couple of them just so that you can see very quickly. But chain piecing, look at this. I'm just doing one side and then straight onto the next one.
Chain piecing, so why are you chain piecing? Just explain to someone who's never
Because
watched
it's
before.
quicker.
Right.
Because
to go from one to the
right,
next.
because what we
And
want to
then
do,
slip
we want to sit and we want to talk to our friends. We want to drink tea and coffee and eat Jaffa cakes and hobnobs.
Hobnobs. Oh,
That's what
biscuits
we
are
actually want to do. But we've told everyone we're going to a quilt class because we're going to do quilting.
Yes.
Right.
So you need to do a bit
We
of
need to do
quilting,
it quickly
yeah.
so that we've got more time for networking.
Calorie-free networking, yeah.
Yeah. So right. So you need to get your ducks in a row.
Oh dear.
We've got lines everywhere.
So
except
chain
where we
piecing
want.
just speeds things up a bit.
Yeah,
You go
it
from
does.
one to the next. If you're brand new to quilting and sewing and everything, or reminding yourself about it,
So we're not-
it just means you're not stopping and starting. You just chain piece them together, and then at the end you can slip them apart. In fact, chain pieces is quite a clever way of showing off a machine as well, because we'll do that when we're particularly showcasing a particular machine. We just get lots of different fabrics and chain piece them together, just to say, look, not changing the foot, and you can just, it can deal with this, it can deal with stretchy fabric, deal with cotton. So you might see us chain piecing a couple of times.
Now, I've got to say, I haven't been as accurate as I would be if I was, you know, in a class. Drinking coffee, eating hot dogs. Yeah. Well, I want to tell people as well that you don't have to be the most expert sewer to get great results. And I am not the, you know, there's loads of people who are way better than me, more accurate, more precise. But you know what? I like what I do and I enjoy what I do, and I don't care if it's a bit wonky, and you shouldn't either. You know, if you enjoyed it, I'm having fun. I'm with you, Matt, I'm always having fun. I looked up then and went wonky.
Talking of going wonky,
Oops, no.
But yes, all about the fun. It's what it is. There are no rules necessarily. No stress. So, otherwise, you'd never get into it. You'd never start any project, and you'd never finish anything.
Well, I remember as a new quilter, I went down to Festival of Quilts. This is kind of its first or second year, and looking at the quilts on display, I just felt I wasn't up to that. You know, I thought, God, I can't do this. It's all
too about perfection, aren't you? Really?
And it's not. Enjoy what you do, and if like this one, you're a bit wonky, cut it down, make it square again, do something else with it. So right. But for now, I'll hide it round there. So, shall we just chuck the machine over there?
Yeah, you're right with that. If you want me to, you've got enough room,
So,
Urban's very popular. Which one was that again? Let's have a look. Urban and Brights as well. So the Brights comes with your Farmyard Memoirs, 3 different styles of book cover, and then the Urban, I think, was that's landscape actually. Urban would be this one then, with your blend of colours. That comes with your Bunny Tails book cover. So that's your Urban. I'll just give it a bit of a flap so you can see some of the colour. But then there's the Bright as well. I'll show you them properly in a minute, but they're both very, very popular options this morning. We've got the pastels and the landscape as well. Landscape comes with a spring green man, I hope. Not more, I won't move them around too much. Yeah, it does,
So, the squares that I've just done, if we can see, I've done enough there for a simple 9-patch cushion. And how long has that taken? We're, what, 24 minutes in?
Minutes.
Yeah, minutes. So just join them together, and that's, you know, that'll be a really cool cushion once it's done.
Yeah, that would look really great.
You know, you can turn these however you want. You can have lights going all the same way. You could put a diamond shape in there if you wanted to.
Oh, in fact, let's have a little play then. Go on, let's have a play with some patterns and see what you could create.
Right. Oh, my word. I'll tell you what, you be the director.
Oh gosh, don't put that on me. All right, so I'm looking on the overhead camera now, and I can see that you've got your darker blue in there. And what might help on the commentary is looking through and letting you know which pack these have sort of come from.
Well, these are all from Landscape. Although I don't seem to have put any of the lovely winey colour in there. Right, here we are.
Yeah, the winey colour, if you're looking for Landscape today, is the one I'm about to show you, is there. That's the wine colour that we're referring to. It's a lovely dark, deep dark red garnet. That's in Landscape, the Landscape set.
And these were put together entirely randomly while we've been chatting. But look, see, you've got like your Jacob's Ladder is starting to come out there. You've got a diamond shape here. You can have all your, you know, all your dark greens facing the same way. So you know, the only limit is your imagination, which I love that statement.
And Anthony, it is so true, because you're giving us the pattern, you're giving us the tweed. We can stick to it, we can use it as a guide, we can ignore it or whatever and just go for the tweed, or use the pattern and just use your cotton that you've already got in your stash as well. So when you're doing that, Anthea, there's no need to get it back so you can see you tidying up. But when you've got your blocks together, when you've got your half square triangles, are you going to put them together as rows first and then sew along that line? Or columns? I know it might be a silly question.
No, absolutely fine, So you join 3 in, well, on that I just did, I would join 3 individuals in a row,
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 across.
And then another 3 in a row,
Yeah.
and another 3 in a row, and then I'd join the rows together.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
We can come back to that if you want to.
That's all right.
But I just thought we'd do something else. How about a little 9 patch?
Okay.
Yeah. So, whoops. Let's, yeah. So, pink and blue together. Now, this was Leonie's favourite last time, this bright patch. Bright patch, should I say.
Bright, yes.
Yeah.
For a 9
She
patch.
was actually coordinated with it on the day.
The brights are really bright, actually. They're in a nice set. This is the royal blue and the hot pink that we're using now.
Right then.
Tony has sent us an email.
Oh, right.
And says the tweed fabric bundle is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It's true, isn't it? It's just, what is it about tweed that, I mean, obviously there's the local thing, there's this Yorkshire tweed, but it's the feel of it, isn't it? And the different colours you can get. Is there something to do with the non-directionability of it as well? It doesn't matter what side you're using, you can just...
You know, it's the same on both sides.
Yeah.
Now, this is an apparel weight tweed.
Right.
So this is it's more, you know, liquid fluid. Last time I couldn't think of a word and I said floppy. So,
Liquid and fluid is good.
So Leonie said, "You mean liquid?" Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. So you've remembered
but
that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've been on the course.
Yeah, of course.
So, but it's soft. You know, it moves well. Does this one?
Yeah, so lovely next to the, particularly soft furnishings, but for
you can
things
use
that
it
you
for
might be making,
anything,
or a purse that you're holding, maybe.
The heron and the kingfisher cushions, they are a furnishing weight, so they're thicker. Stuff in the wreath, that's a furnishing weight.
Okay.
If you compare,
you can feel that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This I would expect more if I was making a. Well, you can make whatever you want with it, but just to draw a really stark comparison between the gold, the gold dust, which is you'd expect that like upholstery or a cushion or something, you know. Whereas what we're holding here in the 10-inch squares, I'd expect if I purchased or made a wrap or something, then you'd feel it, you know, or a scarf, you know, those triangular poncho wrap. You know, that's a really lovely. If I was to make that. That would be what I'd make it out of, as opposed to the heavier weight from there, the gold dust.
Do you know what? I started to make a 9 patch, and I thought, do you know what? Rail fence would look really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what we can get. So if I put another blue onto this pink. Oops. So any of these fabrics will make any of the, you know. And this is just messing around, just, you know, as we go along. Do you want to just pull the machine your way?
Yeah.
I can use the cutting mat.
You keep the mat, take the machine.
And then if you could pass me the
rectangular ruler,
that's the one.
There you go.
Right, so this is now 6 inches.
Here we are.
Oops.
Big machine, this. Have to sort of like look round it, see what's going on.
Look, you know, it's quite difficult with the studio lights
under and over. Or to see your numbers.
Yeah, well, I'm shining a bit. Right then.
All these essentials that Anthony's using as well, things like your rotary cutter, your rectangular rulers. You'll find all these sorts of things on our website if you get back into your sewing after a few years.
Well, your cutting mat, like a 24-inch cutting mat is the best.
Yeah.
Bigger than that is a little bit too cumbersome at home. This is perfect for home.
24-inch, okay.
Yeah, and then your 24-inch ruler to go with it. So the ruler is the
goes
same
the full length.
Yeah. And the cutter. This is a 45mm, but you could get a 28mm, which would be just as good. Right then. So if we did a few more of these, we'd get a better image. But can you see if you're doing rail fence? So we'll just improvise with.
This is the bright set that we're using at the moment as well on the Yorkshire tweed.
So we're improvising. So can you see this? Oops, where are we? That will go that way. And then when you repeat the rows, a secondary design would appear. So that blue would go like a zigzag.
Yeah. Would all link in.
Yeah.
So the blue sort of turns 90 degrees and meets itself as well. That's nice.
Yeah, that's right. So,
we see
you know,
that.
I mean, I'm just improvising with the two end bits on there.
All right.
Because, you know, just to try and get through as much as we can, really.
Well, Anthea, I know you wanted a little bit of time to think to yourself as well about considering what you wanted to show, so we can do that, and I can give you a little bit of time to chill out and to collect your thoughts.
How about I do a little bit of landscape?
Yeah, all right then. All right, that sounds good. So we're going to get ready to do a bit of landscape very, very soon. While we're doing that, while Anthea's just getting ready, we can show you the web and we can see a few things on there. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm about to start laughing at any stage. It's a really tickly cough that sort of catches me every now and then. So yeah, on Hochanda.com you can watch us live. You can buy whatever you've seen already on the show. You can see some extras that we haven't had time to mention yet, and even those tonic scissors. Check the price on those. Yeah, $34.99 normally for your 10-inch tonic scissors, but they are with a freedom price something silly. I think it's something like 27 or 28 pounds or something. I mean, I don't know, have a click on them, but seriously, it's save a good few pounds on those. It's a good time to buy them while they've got their freedom discount on them. I think that might even be as low as 26 something, you know. But yeah, check them out if you're in the market for some quilting scissors. Just while we're giving Anthea a few moments, we've got the seasons here. You've got winter, spring and summer represented on our wall hangings. We'll just go with these. These are available in kit form. The kits are all in front of me with your tweed that's pre-cut to the point that, you know, you only get you don't have to buy a metre of tweed or half a metre or whatever. They're cut down to size so that these are ready to go for you. The most popular option so far is, what do you reckon? Which one do you reckon? We've got three choices here. We've got summer, spring and winter over here. The most popular choice today is ding, 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 ding. The spring option with the bluebells there. No expense spared on our computerised chooser thing there, finger. So the bluebells. Now, Anthea was saying how she loves to make things like three-dimensional and give them a structure and a look. Now, if that's on a cushion, that's fair enough. You might want to go three-dimensional if it's a nice decorative cushion, but three-dimensional definitely works with your bluebells. And maybe even put bells inside them. I don't know. Do it. But I love that little ladybird in the foreground with the birds as well as those three-dimensional florals. 781795 is your item number to order now. That is your spring option there. Of course it's spring because you've got the bluebells. Winter over this way and summer over here. They come in kit form, but if you wanted to go for the instructions and pattern only, you can do. Bottom of the screen for those, $15.49 plus delivery for all three. Whichever kit you're going for, it's $39.99 plus delivery, or £20 today, £20 next month to spread the cost. 781795 is your item number there to go for it. On the website, you'll see these in kit form. You'll see them with the group of patterns if you want. Now, Anthea did mention a couple of top most popular cushion designs. Those are also on the shot, and they're just creeping into shot here. You can see them. I'm showing them to you properly now because you've got both of them represented. This is the Ribble Stalker, and this is King of the Ribble, obviously because you've got your Kingfisher. Different item numbers for different cushions. King of the Ribble is first of all that we're going to look at with our Kingfisher. And the Kingfisher, what does that represent for you? For me, it was one of the first birds that I ever fully recognised as a kid. I don't know, it really stood out. I think it was on a stamp or something in the late 70s, and I remember it just stuck in my mind. But the Kingfisher with its orange tummy, orange breast, big, long, prominent beak, and then those Prussian blue feathers as well to make on the wings in his head. And then you've got your detail of the water, as well as the backdrop, the whole basis of this cushion, with your tweed. And you've got the cushion front, the cushion back, and all you're doing is maybe buying a cushion insert which is suitable for an 18-inch by 18-inch cushion cover, or upcycling an existing cushion that you've got, or finding a cushion somewhere for sale that you don't really like the cover of, but you quite fancy recovering. So it's £22.50 plus delivery today, and then £22.50 next month, but you get the full kit, everything, all of the fabrics that you need. 967970 to order now. And that's for the Kingfisher on the King of the Ribble. The other cushion cover that you can see here is the Ribble Stalker, with the stalk as well as the 18-inch by 18-inch size. Same rules apply here. You've got your full kit for your cushion front and back, so you've got all of the tweed there. For your cushion back. That is incredible value. 033995 to order. I will just check that with Anthea when I get back, because that's crazily good value, actually. So yeah, order on the web or on the phone, 01733602000. You could just go for the patterns if you want, and with this pattern pack you get that extra third pattern for the third cushion. It's the utterly fabulous pattern and instructions for you, and that's with the both that we've just seen there as well. Always the most popular at the shows, Anthea says. We were just talking to her before the show. £4 off on the introductory price to get them. $15.49 for all three of your patterns there. Anthea, just need to ask you, just looking at the price on those cushions, it's a very, very good price considering. Yeah. Could you confirm for me, you do get the tweed for the back of the cushion?
You
as
do.
well?
You get everything you see.
Yeah.
You don't get anything that you can't see.
Yeah, so you provide your own cushion insert or upcycle existing cushion.
Yeah, if you want to put some wadding inside,
you
see, people have just got that little bit knocking about. You've just come over and my threads come out.
But the only reason why I checked with it, while you thought that, Anthea, don't worry, we won't stare at you while you're trying to do it. The only reason why I asked Anthea about the cushions is because we were chatting before the show and she explained to me what you get and everything. So you get everything to make your cushion. But then when I saw the price, I thought, really? Because there's a lot of tweed on the back there as well. But you do get the whole thing, the front and the back, and you're just providing the cushion inside there. So yeah, you've got your gold dust here as well. Now that's already gone, so I hope that you ordered that. It's it never sticks around for that long.
No, it never does. And I said to some ladies last week who knew were going to be watching today, I said, you know, I'll authorise the stock on Thursday. I said that will be gone by Friday dinner time, and I was thinking, oh, I'm being a bit ambitious, you know, yet again. But no, I can't believe how you know that you still want it.
No, it has gone by Friday dinner time. If you live in the Malaysia region, it should be dinner time around about now. But yeah, it's gone by our morning.
Well, excellent. I will be getting some more, so next time I come on there will be more.
Okay, and it always varies in colour. It's a lucky dip on the colours that you get there. A lovely mix of pinks, greens, blues and reds.
But yeah, as long as you like it, I'll keep bringing it. The problem is the supply. So while you were over at the counter, I did this. I hadn't prepped any of it prior to... sorry, I lied. I put some calico on some wadding. And that is the entire amount of preparation. So all I'm doing... I hope you're going to be amazed. This is especially to amaze you. Well, you'll see.
Do you want to say? I was going to say, do you want to say, or just keep it a secret?
A couple of short little lines. Well, if I give you a clue, I'm using the landscape pack.
Okay.
That's the only clue you're getting.
Just looking for landscape tweed. Is it the top one with the red, isn't it?
Excuse me. The after effects of lurgy. So, have you found it?
Is that the landscape set?
Has it got brown in it? No, it's that one.
It's this one?
Yeah. Yeah. So I've put 2 layers of brown together.
Comes with the spring green man.
Yeah. Look. I put 2 layers of brown together, like this. I've sewn lines. And then look, I'm cutting it open. what do you think to my ploughed field?
Oh!
Yeah. This technique is actually called chenille. So with cotton,
sewing and snipping
you would,
into it.
these scissors, they're ace for this job. These are my little curved scissors that are on the website.
Yeah, have a look on there, Hochanda.com.
A little plug there.
Quilting Antics.
Yep. And you can get a proper chenille cutter for this job, but I've sewn around that edge there, which you would need it really to be open. But I thought if I didn't sew around the edge, it'd be flopping about while I was there.
I love that. I love this ploughed field technique. I love it.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
We've had a picture as well, Anthea, from Tony. Do you want to have a look at it? Look at this. Isn't that
Oh,
amazing?
my. Oh, that's amazing.
Doesn't it take your breath away? She's used one of the fabric bundles, one of the tweed bundles, to do that.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Moon gazing hair.
Yeah,
Now, do you know
isn't
what?
that lovely?
There's a little piece of me inside that's turned green. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because we've been working on a moon gazing hair for ages, but ours is ugly at the moment. It needs. That is amazing. Well done.
Nice
Would you
one.
Facebook me that? Then I can share it on my Facebook page, please.
That'd be brilliant.
That's wonderful.
Well, look, if Tony, to help you out, if you can Facebook us first, if it's easier, or Anthea first, it depends who you're friends with or who you're linked with already.
Do you like me?
Exactly. If it's easier to post it on Anthea's or share it to Anthea's page, then that's fair enough. Is that Quilting Antics we would look for on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing. That is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
A little piece of me is green at the moment. So so this is a technique called chenille.
And those scissors you're using there, available on the show, available when you shop by brand with Quilting Antics when you look on Hochanda.com. But with them, would they be useful for little jobs like AKA embroidery scissors?
They're curved. They're fab. And
so for
feel
cutting
the
your
weight.
organza. These are lovely. I felt them before. They're amazing. Yeah.
They're the ones that when I first brought them, I was with
quality,
Dave, and Dave was saying, "Oh, 22 carat gold plated."
Typical
and I'm thinking, Dave, that's a bit ambitious. They are.
Yeah.
They are. It says it on the packet. I never noticed.
He can see it. No, he knows his stuff. He knows his typical Dave. He knows. He can spot his stuff from a mile off.
Right. Anyway, look.
Yeah.
So I've snipped down, and now look, distress that. So I'll use them actually. Yeah. Give it a good scratching. Make it fray a little bit. You know, all the stuff that you'd be like, oh, my cushion, whatever. Can you see? Is that starting to look?
Yeah, just to
like
fray it. And,
a proper ploughed field, if I will. Yeah. And do you know what else I thought? Which would look good distressed.
Yeah.
Let's snip a little piece of wadding off on my landscape. Oops. We'll have to do some little black stitched legs.
You're never going to do little sheep.
Little sheep, yeah.
Oh.
You can make them a bit fluffy as well with the scissors.
Yeah.
Or if anybody bought Mall and Friends, the sheep kit when we were on.
Pretty much everybody did, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, there weren't many left.
Yeah.
In fact, there were none.
No, there weren't any, yeah.
So just fluff it up a little bit.
Mall and Friends is a big one, that.
It certainly was, but there you go, you see. So, and I'm just making this up. Now, we were doing the other stuff, and I looked at the clock and I said it was 24 minutes past.
Yeah,
and we'd knocked up the half squares. What time are we now? 8:45.
Yeah,
and since then, we're how far on in a landscape that wasn't prepared. So these projects are so quick, you know, and then just 4 little legs, and we'll probably need a head as well somewhere. But let's give one of them a head. You know, you could just use felt, add felt to it, put beads on. It's up to you, you know.
I love the fact that you are just playing, and you say that you're limited by you're only limited by your imagination. So just start. You never know where you're going to end up.
Well, for stuff like this, just have a look at children's books are great. You know, if you want to do like a landscape, a farmyardy one, you know, look at some of the children's books. They're fabulous. You can get some great ideas. Children's colouring books as well, because a colouring book, it's an applique template, isn't it?
I suppose it is. Yeah,
you know, a kid's book. So just to get ideas to use this stuff with. So there you go. We've got a ploughed field. We've got sheep. What else could we have? Oh, I tell you what. We could put some chucks on. Yeah. I don't know just how these are going to work.
They're quite orange.
Yeah. Rhode Island Reds.
Rhode Island Red.
Yeah.
Good knowledge. You show very good wildlife and natural world knowledge, Anthea.
Well, you haven't seen this bird yet. It's bigger than the... It's in the foreground.
Yeah, we've lost our perspective, haven't we? I hope that doesn't fall into one of the ploughed areas of the field, because could be a massive pumpkin, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So,
could
anyway,
go pumpkin picking with 3 sheep friends that we have.
Have you heard of
the plough field in the middle?
Wallace and Gromit and the weir rabbit?
Yes.
Well, we've got the weir chicken.
There it is. That's only the second copyright infringement of the day for Anthea, which is good going.
Is that
actually.
all?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah.
I've usually done way more than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you could, you know, get a little wing there. There we go.
Good stuff. So this is freehand cutting, isn't it, now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Applique, whether it's felt, whether it's tweed that we're working with, and it's only little bits that you're using as well to bring something to life.
Yeah. So I was going to say
I love the colour of the sky that you're getting there. It's a gorgeous blue, that is. The blue is in the landscapes. We're working with the landscape tweed at the moment. These are 10-inch squares. The wonderful thing about the tweed is the fact that it's multi-directional, as in there's no right side or wrong side to it.
I'm just thinking we could have, if we use a grey one, put some stitching on, you've got a wall.
No.
Nice limestone wall.
Yeah. You've got to have a wall running through a bit of a landscape, haven't you? Dry stone or...
Yep.
Dry stone wall.
So, you know, you just keep building, whack loads of stitching that. You know, when you're watching telly that you're not really watching.
Yeah.
Or them bits that you don't want to see. La 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 la.
Yeah.
Do stitching instead. Just, you know, you could put like a little stitched sunshine on and some sun rays. You can put some veggies growing out of your ploughed field. Oh, fill it full of beads down there.
Actual beads, yeah.
Shiny brown beads down there. It look like potatoes.
Oh, that's ace. Oh, that's good. So you've got all sorts of different veg and things growing in each field.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? You've got the freedom, you know, once you've got your tweed packs, once you've got your gold dust as well, once you've got your main patterns on whatever it is you're going for too. We've got the fabric bundles, the tweed bundles here. They do come with a bonus pattern. If you're getting 2 of the same, don't worry, Anthea won't send you 2 of the bonus patterns if she can help it. She'll try and mix and match so you've got something a bit different. You've also got your brights, your pastels, your landscape, and you've got your 10-inch squares there with a bonus pattern. Just taking a sip of water there, much needed. 791388 is your item number there to get brights, pastels, landscape or urban. Yeah, Anthea from Quilting Antics joining us this morning. Anthea, have you got another show coming up later as well? With Yanis, what time is it at?
2 o'clock. I will be here with Yanis. Yeah,
2.
Sorry.
He's better than me, and also
he is not.
He is. And you'll have had your lunch by then as well and stuff. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. So we've got our wall hanging here. We've got our trio of wall hangings: spring, summer, and winter. You've got winter nearest you. Do you want to talk us through them then, Anthea? Talk about all the, where do they come from and the creation and stuff.
Well, Sue noticed that, you know, there was a lot of endangered, like garden birds and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to promote garden birds. We use tweed a lot. That's our signature, lovely Yorkshire tweed. We like wildlife. We like creating. Yeah. And so we had a discussion about what we wanted to do, and through trial and error and stuff. This is the product of our discussions.
I think it's a stunner. I think it's the 3D flowers on each one, actually. They bring it to life, like each picture.
I've got to say, winter is my favourite.
Is it? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I like its simplicity.
Yeah, yeah.
I really like the running stitch line to show that fence.
Yes, yeah. I focused on that as well. I don't know if it's just because of the camera work, but the fence post. Yeah. It just looks like, 'cause it's a bit wonky as well. It just looks a bit like, I don't know, vulnerable and...
Every single thing in there is really, really easy. But what we like to do a combination of easy things, which make people think that you're really clever.
Right.
So nothing.
It's a good way.
When I show you how to do the fir cones later on, you'll be amazed.
Is that at 2?
You will be amazed by the simplicity.
And that's at 2 o'clock.
That's at
this
2
afternoon.
o'clock, yeah.
OK, so definitely stay tuned or purchase now and make sure that you are there ready at 2 o'clock for all the hints and tips and stuff from Anthea. Which image are we looking at? This is spring now with the ladybird, isn't it?
Yeah, the nuthatch is squabbling over a lady, but, well, is it yours or is it mine?
I don't know.
Ladies before gentlemen, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are they just having a conversation?
Yeah.
Has the ladybird heard something? And they're talking about what ladybird
She's
heard.
captured them perfectly as Sue, hasn't she?
Sue's done well here.
She has.
Tell us about Sue.
Sue helps me out, and she's just a fabulous artist.
Yeah.
So between the two of us, we do all this designing, and we have a great time.
How long have you known Sue as well?
I've known Sue was a student at Quilting Antics when we first opened.
Wow, when?
About 6 years ago.
Right.
I don't know. I can never. We're either in year 6 or 7. I'm not sure.
Okay, so after 2010, around about then.
Yeah. So I've known her for a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
do you cause a lot of trouble together, or?
Oh, hell yeah. Yes. So, yeah, can you see the long-tailed tits there? They're like, oh, it's my strawberry, it's mine. If you don't eat that quick, I'm going to nick it first.
It's wild, it's everybody's. But these wild strawberries are smaller, you told us earlier as well. So,
they are, and edible.
Yeah.
So you can eat them. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
We love learning a thing or two with you, Anthea. So yeah, you've got your choices here. Winter's on that far left-hand side. Spring is in the middle with the bluebells, and also you've got the summer image here with those long-tailed tits fighting over the wild strawberries. It does come as a choice, either or, and it makes a 22-inch down by 14.5-inch across wall hanging, and it's 781795 to order. The full kit is available with the pattern and instructions. If you don't want to make it into wall hanging, that's absolutely fine. It's your choice, but it's also available on FlexiBuy, 2 payments of £20 to spread the cost for you. If you just want the patterns by themselves, Anthea's really nicely done those in a little bundle for us as well. Thank you, Anthea. We'll pop these down. We'll give ourselves a rest. Yeah. I think we're in charge. So let's give ourselves a rest. We'll put that down. 15.49 though gets you all 3 patterns, and it's 971701 to order the 3 patterns for the 3 different wall hangings that we've just seen. And these pine cones, we're going to see a little technique for making those later on at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Also, other things to watch out for on the show. We've got the cushions that are sort of just creeping into shot over here. The lovely King of the Ribble and Ribble Stalker. Have a look on Hochanda.com for those two. Both in full kit form, where you get your tweed here for the front and back of the cushion, unbelievably. So find the details for those on the website.